In our last video, we were moving around the European country Sweden, but now let's shift our focus and desires towards this financial hub of this beautiful country, Italy. Hello and welcome everyone to your favorite YouTube channel, City to Visit. In today's video, we will go around the beautiful and coolest places that one should visit in Milan City. So stay tuned to the end and enjoy this virtual tour with us with the best comfort you have. With that being said, let's start. Talking about Milan City, it is the wealthiest among all cities in Italy, as Milan is the home of the National Stock Exchange. It's a financial hub. It is a global capital of fashion and design, which is also known for its high-end restaurants and shops. Here we start our journey with Grand Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. As you walk into the Grand Gallery, you might think you are standing inside the entrance hall to an opera house or palace, not a shopping mall. But this is essentially what the Galleria is, an extremely opulent and extravagant indoor shopping area. It was created in 1877, stands as one of the oldest shopping malls in the world, and was designed by Giuseppe Mengoni. The cross-shaped mall is covered via 4 glass panel arms that let in the sunlight, ideally whilst the walls and shop fonts are decorated with ornate paneling and stucco artwork. High-end designer shop lines the mall, and you can expect to find such names as Prada, Versace, and Louis Vuitton. And if you're looking for a bargain, this is not the place. Then we move on to Museo Bagati Valsecchi. Several things make this an especially interesting place to visit. 2 brothers in the 19th century spent their lives collecting furnishings and decorative arts to make the interiors of their Renaissance palazzo look as it might have appeared originally. Not only will you see a home of that era in a livable state, as opposed to just rooms of display cases and walls of paintings, but you can follow their collecting process through the excellent English signage. So you get to share a bit of the excitement of the chase amid the historical and artistic information about each piece. Most of all, though, it's nice to see the furniture, tapestries, glassware, books, children's items, and paintings by Renaissance masters in a household setting. The museum is also part of the Circuito delle Case Museo di Milano, 4 distinguished houses accessed with a single ticket. Moving ahead towards the Pinacoteca di Brera, Milan has an array of world-class art museums in it, and the lovely Pinacoteca di Brera is one among them. This is probably among the best places to visit in Milan for art lovers. Housed in more than 40 homes, the collection of Italian paintings is located upstairs from the Accademia di Belle Arti, a still operating art school founded in 1776 by Maria Theresa of Austria. However, travelers can also stroll through the picturesque streets outside the museum, dine in the many restaurants, shop at the cute shops, and do much more. Well, after this beautiful art museum, let's move to SantAmbrogio. This ancient building is one of the oldest in Milan and was built in 379 AD by Saint Ambrose. With a simple Romanesque design, the style of this church was not changed much since its creation, and the city of Milan was built up around it, as it served as a focal point for the local population. 2 large towers frame the front facade, and a central courtyard is communicated via a series of ornate arches. Due to its age, the interior of the church features some beautiful mosaics and artwork, including the ceiling of the oratory and a delightful depiction of Christ on one of the domes. A visit to this church will provide a fine insight into the history of Milan and its religious importance. Our next stop is the Leonardo da Vinci National Museum of Science and Technology. This is not only a simple Leonardo da Vinci National Museum of Science and Technology, but it is the largest science museum in Italy. It's also the most extensive collection of the Da Vinci's inventions. Located inside the San Vittore al Corpo monastery, the museum is a fun day out for the whole family. This is one of the most fun places to visit in Milan. Children will love the hands-on experiments, as each section in the museum includes an interactive laboratory exhibit. And while the kids play, adults will also enjoy the museum for an educational perspective. Besides the Leonardo da Vinci exhibit, the museum includes 6 other sections: materials, transport, energy, communications, new frontiers, and science for young people. But despite its size, the Da Vinci exhibit is the highlight and main draw of the museum. You'll find reproductions of his flying and spinning machines, as well as an extensive collection of his original drawings. If you want to get up close and personal with Da Vinci's visionary influence on the world, then this is the place to be. Moving on to the next destination, Naviglio. For the young people who frequent the canal-side cafes and music clubs, Naviglio is one of the top things to do in Milan at night, although it's the most active in the evening. In April, the neighborhood along the canal is filled with flowers for the Fiesta di Fiori, and the Festa del Naviglio brings concerts, processions, crafts, and an antique market. Barges along the canals are decorated in mid-June for the Sagra di San Cristoforo, or the Festival of St. Christopher, and the Orchestra Sinfonica di Milano Giuseppe Verdi performs about 50 concerts on Thursday and Friday evenings, and Sunday afternoons at the Auditorium di Milano. Moving on to the next one, Piazza de Mercanti. This is one of the best places to visit in Milan at night. Once an administrative center of the city during the Middle Ages, the Piazza de Mercanti is an integral part of Milan's sightseeing that offers a glimpse of medieval life in the city at night. While the 13th century Broletto Nuovo that once stood at the center of the piazza now marks the square's northeast boundary, the buildings look much as they did centuries ago. On the southeastern side is the Loggia degli Ossi, where the city's authorities once addressed the people from the structure's balconies. Nowadays, the square is turned into a lively Christmas market during the winter holidays. Moving ahead to the next stoppage, the Church of Santa Maria delle Grazie. The Santa Maria delle Grazie and its experience will be with you for a long time. It's a magnificent tempera and oil artwork on gypsum that is 4.6 meters tall and 8.8 meters wide. The technique used in the painting of Leonardo's Last Supper, which was not typical during the fresco period, made visiting this one a thing to see in Milan. However, it is an excellent location, particularly for historians, novelists, and researchers. Now let's make our way to Piazza del Duomo. It is the central piazza in Milan. The Piazza del Duomo is an immense open public space with impressive architecture and sculptures. If you visit Milan, this should be your starting point. From here you can view the wonderful Duomo and surrounding buildings. In the center of the square stands a glorious statue of the first king of United Italy, Vittorio Emanuele, whilst on one side sits the impressive royal palace. Furthermore, there is a host of high-end shops, restaurants, and bars to frequent. Shop to your heart's content or enjoy a coffee whilst watching the flocks of tourists and locals go about their daily business. Now let's move ahead towards our last destination, the Milan Cathedral. The massive Cathedral of Santa Maria Nascente, which the Milanese call Il Duomo, is among the world's largest and most magnificent churches, the ultimate example of the flamboyant Gothic style. It had begun in the 14th century, but its tower was not completed until the early 1800s under Napoleon. The roof is topped by 135 delicately carved stone pinnacles, and the exterior is decorated with 2,245 marble statues. The dim interior is striking contrast to the brilliant and richly patterned exterior, and it makes a powerful impression with its 52 gigantic pillars. The stained glass windows in the nave are the largest in the world. At the front of the Duomo, near the central doorway, you can descend under Piazza del Duomo into the foundations of the Basilica di Santa Tecla and the 4th century baptistery Battistero di San Giovanni alle Fonti, which were discovered during the construction of the Milan metro system. Well, these are the best architectural and beautiful structures and places which I gathered so that you can have a smooth and decent visit of this amazing city of Milan. With this, I would like to end this video with the hope that you liked and enjoyed it. However, stay tuned to the channel as new videos are coming for you guys. If you like our content, make sure that you like our video and do share your views, opinions with us in the comment section below. Do subscribe to the channel to receive regular videos from us. And don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, peace.